Gentlemen, how you guys doing?
Doing good. Thank you for having us on.
Thanks for having us.
Good. Thank you for joining us. Trey, scoot over to the right or left a little in the screen. There you go, right there. There
We had
it
to
is.
connect
Right.
to the phone, so it's a little surface.
I know
All
it
good.
is. Hey, Trey, that photo we got of you catching that ball.
Oh, against Michigan?
The captions are
Team down the road. Team down the road. Team down the road.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's
pretty
true.
special. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay?
Yeah, can't complain. Just happy to be able to join the show. Talk some football with you guys. Looking forward to a good show.
Yes, sir. We're doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for September 2nd, as you guys are, and so we're excited. But
Brian's in the gym every day.
I'm trying to stay buff, trying to stay in shape. You know how that goes.
Got to.
In my age, 100 pounds lighter, just trying to stay in shape. So, great thing you guys have put together this East Lansing NIL club, and I think it's important for Spartan Nation to understand and learn more about it. Thank you for joining us today. We're really excited about it. How did this NIL opportunity come about?
Yeah, so we were approached over this past spring by a couple guys who are the founders of Yoke Gaming. Bailey and Mick is their name, and Mick played at Notre Dame. And shortly after his career, he set up. They kind of founded Yoke Gaming, and they set up the same kind of NIL opportunity with Notre Dame. So they approached us about it, and we felt it was a good opportunity. So we kept in touch for the next few months, and then through the summer, they just kind of explained more about what it's going to be, how we're going to be able to interact with fans, and all the positive things that come from it. And it's all new to us too, so we just kind of jumped on it and thought it'd be a great opportunity. So that's really how it came about.
It's funny because we've spoken to other platforms for other clients of mine about just the fan experience, right? The fan experience has 7 Saturdays, but there's another 358 days in which fans can't really enjoy the fan experience. And so just in understanding that, what can the fans expect if they decide to join this platform?
The fans can expect, to have some one-on-one conversations with the players throughout message boards and even direct chat, whether that be questions on how workouts are going, like who our next opponent is, just simple questions like that. And also just to get to know guys better, like to see what guys do in their off time outside of football, and just build a better relationship.
Yeah, and to go off what Trey's saying, I think it's a great opportunity because there's so many different outlets that we're looking forward to doing and things that we're building, whereas the general chat room through the website is one of the coolest things that we're a part of and something that's really never been done before, where we're able to talk to fans one-on-one through that general chat. We can create message boards, like Trey was saying, where they can have Q&As just with individual players based on what they post. And then, throughout the season, we're playing at a tailgate where fans will be able to come, listen to music, eat good food, and do all that fun stuff, and then meet the players after the game, different things like that. And we'll get exclusive access to exclusive content throughout the season, and different things we're doing day to day with our lives. So it's just something that we're all learning one day at a time, and we're just really excited because it's going to be nice to be able to give back to fans, and they're supporting us like crazy, purchasing every one of these passes, and we couldn't be more appreciative. So just the experience overall, the interact with the fans is going to be awesome for us and the fans.
Right. So the past few days, the passes have actually been available. So what has it been like to see fans buy the passes, get involved? What have the last few days kind of felt like for you guys?
It's really just showing us how many diehard fans we have. Fans were rushing to grab the passes, and as soon as they were grabbing them, they were right on the message board, asking us questions, checking to see how we were doing, and just telling us how thankful that they are for us. Being able to have this outlet to communicate through. And we were just telling them how thankful we are for them for supporting us throughout this whole process.
Yeah, we've been getting great feedback on it, and we had no doubt that, we got one of the best fan bases in the country, so we know we got a lot of supporters, and we're just really appreciative of everything they're doing for us.
So how can fans get involved for those that don't already know?
Well, there's a main video where I talked it through on the East Lansing NIL Club Twitter, where it kind of shows through the website how you get involved, purchase your passes and all that stuff. And there's different deals for an amount of passes you buy. You get, if you get 10 passes, you get a signed piece of merch or something from one of the players. So there's different perks that come with it. So if you just go to the website, and if you go to the Twitter video, it'll be a good way to know how to exactly do it. But just EastLansingNILClub.com, and it's pretty self-explanatory right through there.
Definitely. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to DM me or Nathan. We'll definitely get those questions taken care of.
Yep.
Good. Owen, do you have a graphic of that website for the? So yes, if you want to join East Lansing NIL Club, this is how you participate, and I think Spartan Nation has really embraced this, has really been excited about this. Tell us how, because I played. This is something new to all of us, right? This is something new, something that I think the MSU community has embraced, something that MSU Twitter has embraced, and I see this being as something that can really take off. How do you guys feel as players? How do you guys feel of being involved in this?
It's a great opportunity, especially with all the student athletes that have come through the NCAA and all the different conferences through the past who always asked, how can we make money within college football, college sports in general? So just being grateful for this opportunity, because so many people before us wanted this opportunity and they weren't able to get it. So making sure that we take advantage of it and do it the right way is something that we're definitely looking forward to doing, and just making sure we're still keeping the main thing, and that's playing sports and going to school. That's going to be our main focus, but still incorporating the NIL things too, but making sure that we stay focused throughout the season and it doesn't become a distraction.
Yeah, I think that's exactly perfect what Trey said, because obviously we're here to win championships and do all the right things, and I think that this NIL stuff is a great opportunity. And this opportunity in itself, we're so excited for, because on top of all the money making you can do as a college athlete now, to incorporate engaging with fans and doing more than just making money, but having a genuine interaction with a fan that you might not have had before, and just different exclusive things like that. We're just really excited for it.
So obviously the university cannot have anything involved with NIL, but providing the platform, right? Evergreen platform and stuff, and tax advice, financial wellness. Tell us about how supportive the university has been in that regard to prepare you for this, because your body is your business, right? And I mean, the players, and this is a business now. So how has the university supported you in this business venture?
Well, I could say at Michigan State, especially on the football team, they provide us with a lot of different advice, more than just football, financial meetings, different things like that, different meetings regarding NIL, the rules, the compliance, like the issues that can come about with that stuff. So we have people within our facility that on a day-to-day basis are making sure we're on the right track with everything we do. We're, logging in on all the NIL deals we make, different things like that, because they want to see us succeed just as anybody else. So, they're always doing a really good job of making sure that we're following all the right rules and not getting ourselves in any big trouble. And, they support us 100%, like you were saying. So I couldn't be more thankful for all that.
Yeah, and I know Coach Tuck has been a big proponent, and as former players, we all know it's about time. This time has come, and this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's incumbent upon, in our opinion, all of Spartan Nation to support an initiative like this. So we kind of wish you all the best, but and taking this one step further, how do you think, where do you think NIL is going in the future? How do the players feel about NIL, and where do we see this going in 3, 5, 10 years from now?
I definitely think it's going to continue to grow throughout the country, and all the different universities will have their own unique NIL opportunities. So it's going to become a big part of recruiting, and coaches and players are going to, utilize that in the recruiting process because everyone wants to get the top talent in the country to come to their university. So keeping that in mind, guys on recruiting trips have to make sure they're not just falling in love with NIL, but at the same time, making sure they're looking for the best opportunities for themselves and that they choose the universities that will best fit them academically, athletically, and also NIL. So, it's going to be a tough process. It's going to be some ups and downs. That's how things go. But I believe that everything's going to be on the right path, and it should be a smooth transaction throughout the future of NIL.
For sure, I think as the years go by, it's going to be cool for guys at all types of universities, learning how to grow their brand and what they can do with that, and kind of learn about the business world before they get put out into the actual real world. So I think that's one of the coolest things, just the connections that I've been able to make. I can speak for all my teammates when I said just the connections you can make, the different things you learn, and the financial things you learn, how to spend your money, how to deal with it, how to read a contract, different things like that. Right. So I think NIL as a whole is just it's a great learning experience as well as a great opportunity for young men and young women to really just learn the process of being a business and growing their brand.
Yeah.
Speaking from the business world, understanding what a 1099 is, filing a Schedule C, filing tax returns, like that's a whole nother world. I mean, when I was your age, I had zero clue about any of that. And so it's funny because your maturation process when it comes to that has to be sped up, and understanding that you're running a business now, right? Your body is your business, and if this is something that's gonna carry on, that you need to conduct your business in an efficient manner. And are you getting the fact? Are you seeing most of your teammates understanding that, or is that something that's coming along as we go and learning? How's that learning process going?
Yeah, so I can definitely say, like, the older guys on the team, is definitely a smoother transaction for us, learning how to put money to the side, save, and then investing. And then for the younger guys, it is a little bit of a learning process, but that's how things go in life. As you're young, you make decisions that you have to learn from. And as you get older, those decisions that you made 5 years ago, you don't make those decisions anymore. You have more, like, you've seen life more, you're more mature. So it's just a learning process.
Yeah. I mean, I can speak for myself. I think I'm learning a lot, but I'm not afraid to call mama and ask her for some help. Different financial advice. I'll still go to her with all the tax questions. So
it's hard.
I'm learning, but I'm going to be learning my whole life, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it's all an experience.
No, but it's a great business learning experience because you're running your own business. That's your body.
Yeah.
That's that's something that you have to learn. And I think what speaks volumes are the tools that the university is offering you to understand the way to do this. And so it's a very unique experience, right? It's uncharted territories. And do you guys feel like you're getting the support you need from the university, from the staff, to be able to capitalize on the rule changes?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Our staff has done a great job this far, just putting us in the right positions to succeed on and off the field. And I want to thank them so much for that because, without them, this would be a very challenging process. If we were just on our own trying to figure this out day by day. So they're doing an amazing job, leading us in the right way so that we can maximize the NIL opportunities and make the right decisions.
Yeah, because all this stuff's player-led opportunities. You got to really find it on your own. But like I said before, they do nothing but support us and give us that advice and good leeway on how to do all that stuff. And they're bringing people to talk to us with different outlets of how to grow your brand, like your different social media platforms. So obviously, like Trey said earlier in the interview, we're keeping the main thing. We're going to win championships here. But there's other outlets now where you can grow your brand and become something more than just a football player. Right. I think that's so awesome because I'm a guy that loves to do plenty of different things, and it's a great opportunity for me to try to grow my brand. I actually have so many of my teammates. I got a lot of talented teammates, more than just football. So that's another thing that to plug East Lansing NIL Club. All that exclusive content we're going to see. Like for example, I'm a singer, so maybe I'll post some singing content. I'm not going to promise it, but maybe you never know.
Drop a whole mixtape on there.
Yeah, we got guys with many talents. I'm excited to be able to share that with everybody, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm just excited for myself and all my teammates to see what kind of opportunities we can get with this whole process.
I gotta ask just one football question. Last year, you guys were coming into the season off of 2-5, hungry, chip on the shoulder for sure. Then you guys go 11-2 last year. Obviously, with Mel Tucker's neutral thinking and making sure you guys aren't complacent, that's not at risk or anything this offseason. But with that said, obviously you guys are mentally in a different space than last year. What's the biggest difference between, I guess, last offseason and this offseason, and just your outlook on Michigan State football, and how has that helped you, I guess, coming into this offseason?
Yeah. So coming into this season, we know what we're capable of. So we're even hungrier than we were last year because guys know what they're capable of. Guys know what they need to work on in the offseason. So everyone's taking that next step so that we as a team can take that next step. And that's win the Big Ten and then make it to the playoff and win those games when become a national championship. So we're just taking it day by day this summer, and camp's coming up around the corner. So just getting ready for that and preparing every day so that we can be the best we can possibly be.
Yeah, I think Trey said it perfect. I think, if anything, we're hungrier this year than ever because we know what we're capable of, like he was saying. So, we're just stacking the chips on our shoulder at this point. They're not falling off. We're keeping them there, so we're ready to go this season.
Love to hear it.
Love to hear it. Samek, I need 20 more pounds on you. I need you.
Go ahead, sorry.
I need you at 320, closed end of the horseshoe, 3rd and 3. Got to get it out of there.
I got you. I had to keep the summer bod for some time.
I get the summer bod, but when we got an under-over defense, we got the 3 technique inside. You got to root them guys out of there. So give me 20. Give me 20 more. And
we need Haskell Garrett planted in the ground.
Because me, O-line, my heart is with the O-line. Trey,
yes,
I mean, I love your catches, love your stats, love the prettiness. That's all pretty. But that don't happen without my guy right there over there.
It starts up front. Without the O-line and D-line, we can't do anything.
That's awesome. Yeah. I got one last question for you guys. So, I mean, what are the negatives that come from this? What are the unintended consequences of NIL? Are you guys seeing any of that? Just curious.
From the player's perspective?
Yeah, from the player's perspective.
Not necessarily from a player's perspective. The negatives that I do see may come from people who aren't within the program or aren't college athletes or weren't college athletes in the past. Just people throwing out comments like, why do they need to get paid? Their college is already paid for, stuff like that, but nothing major.
Yeah, I think the only negative that could really come, with different players is just maybe losing focus with the main thing, the main task at hand, which, it's normal when you get an opportunity for different things to lose sight of things sometimes. So I think just if guys just, realize that NIL is a great opportunity on the side of what they're in college and what they're here for, I think that's the biggest thing. But I don't see too many negatives with that at this point.
I mean, I kind of agree. The negative that I see is maybe false promises being made, and then the long-term vision, right, of taking the short-term money where you can be in a program that can develop you to be somebody that's going to earn a major paycheck down the road, right? So it's those are some of the balances, but I can assure you that we're all in on NIL and everything that we can do to help the program. We will absolutely help the program. So we appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Anything else you want Spartan Nation to know about the NIL Club before we let you go? Because I know you guys are busy.
Yeah, like Nick said earlier, just check out the website. And if you guys have any questions regarding to the website or any NIL questions, feel free to reach out to me or Nick, and we'll get those questions taken care of.
Yes, sir. I'm just excited for the opportunity. Like I said, it's a learning process for us as well. So we're excited to see what it brings us and how much genuine, awesome interaction we can have with you guys. And we're excited to see you guys this season. Go Green.
Go White. We're excited too. So thank you very much for joining us. Trey Mosley, Nick Samek. leading the East Lansing NIL club. Gentlemen, thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck this fall.
And keep the Instagram shots coming. We
Keep
need
'em
those
coming.
captions.
Keep them
Yes,
coming.
sir.
And so we wish you all the best of luck. Good night and go green. God bless.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, fine young men,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's going to be they're doing a great job. I
Yeah.
mean, they're building a platform where all of Spartan Nation can participate, and I you know, it's something that I think that should do well.
Yeah.
Spartan Nation has to show itself. Moving on to the next topic here. Spartan Dogs for Life show. Right?
Yeah. So, this week, Michigan State, Michigan State quarterback, wide receiver, Jaden Reed, and Peyton Thorne, they were put on the Maxwell Award watch list. And the Maxwell is the National College Football Player of the Year award. So basically like the Heisman, but not determined by the Heisman Trust. And then Peyton Thorne himself was also added to the Davey O'Brien watch list, and that is for quarterback of the year. Well-deserved honors, as expected. So good to see for those guys.
How many times did we how long have they played together for?
I don't know. No one's ever talked about that angle, Brian. This is brand new information to me.
Third grade?
Yeah, I don't. You're breaking this live on air. Yeah, it's been a minute. I heard. Yep. And then when these guys are gone, then we're going to be hearing the same thing about Jeremy Bernard and Caton Hauser and how those guys have played together since middle school. So we can't escape the ESPN narratives that stem from this.
It's amazing because this is the story that's being told, and I guess it speaks volumes to the program that we have a quarterback and then we have a receiver who's been named to two of the top watch lists.
Right.
And do you believe that's the Mel Tucker effect, the Jaden Reed, Peyton Thorne effect, or is it just something overall respect for the program effect?
Yeah, I think both of those guys just had great seasons last year. Mel Tucker and Jay Johnson have schemed them up in a position to succeed. Obviously, they're Coach D recruits, but Coach Tucker has put him in a position to succeed here. And, great seasons last year. I expect great seasons this year. And then I also expect a few more Spartans to make some of these preseason watch lists. I would expect Jacoby Windman to, I think, make the Bednarik Award watch list. I would think that DJ Barker would make the Mackey Award watch list.
Right.
Those should be coming out here in the next couple days. That's just me guessing. So I don't think this should be the end of Michigan State players making these watch lists. Even maybe Nick Samak for, I believe, the Remington. So we'll see. We'll see. Lots of other names that could be possibilities soon.
When you watch the film on Broussard and Berger and you see a 1-2 punch, it reminds me of Thunder and Lightning with the Giants. What do you see when you watch them two?
People are sleeping on Jarek Broussard, and
I agree.
I think it's kind of hard to say that because Broussard is the 2020 Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year. You're thinking, how are they sleeping on that? But maybe people are just trying not to get their hopes too high because rationally thinking, you wouldn't expect that, you can replace Kenneth Walker without having much of a fall off because Kenneth Walker was a generational player in college, so I can see that. But at the same time, Jarek Broussard has next level wiggle. He has next level burst. He has vision. I don't think he has the 40-yard dash time that Kenneth Walker does, so maybe some of the 50-yard runs or 30-yard runs. But Jarek Broussard is going to wake people up this year, and him being able to be spelled off the field by Jalen Berger, a power back, guy that saw the holes perfectly at Wisconsin, maximized the yardage in those holes. I think as a duo, those two can really reduce the fall off that is left by Kenneth Walker's departure. Individually, I don't think any one running back could ever replace Kenneth, but I think as a duo, you kind of have something there where I don't think the run game is going to fall off too much.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
I'm
Really
excited
exciting.
to see the offensive line develop as well.
Right.
That's what I'm excited to see. But
Yeah.
we're going to enjoy the next couple weeks of the summer. Next week we have Big Ten Media Day.
I think
gonna
Mel speaking Wednesday, I believe.
Going to be exciting. We're going to be really, really, really excited.
Yep.
Speaking of Kenneth Walker, though, Kenneth Walker decided to wear some drip this week.
Yes, he did. Some SD for L gear here.
Kenneth Walker gets on Instagram,
Yep.
tweets out his SD4L hoodie. K9, we appreciate you. Appreciate you coming on,
Yeah. It was a good
What-
interview a couple weeks ago.
wearing the hoodie. And, boy, that speaks volumes, right? That, I guess it speaks more volumes to the culture that former players understand the importance of wearing and being influencers to be part of this program and to help this program. And, you know, it was great to see K9 post that on Saturday.
Yeah. I think K9's aware of the possible recruiting advantages that supporting the brand could have. And I think, like you said, speaks to the culture, speaks to him giving back, essentially.
We want all influencers that are Spartan born and bred to be able to wear that hoodie, wear the black shirt, wear the white shirt, wear it with a badge of honor. For those of you that are still asking, you know, when can I purchase one? I can give you one word: soon. Soon, as soon as we get that up and running. But you know, we're excited to launch the brand, and the brand side is excited to launch the brand. So it should be really interesting. It should be very the demand is something that I will be watching particularly close.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a brand that can cross the nation?
I think that you're going to see some of the sales that have been going towards other companies that make Michigan State apparel start to transition into SD4L sales. There's a niche market of MSU supporters that are going to see this as a way to simultaneously kind of wear Michigan State apparel, but also give back to the program, knowing that all the proceeds would go to the Spartan athletes. And I think that it's going to carve out a strong place in the Michigan State demographic.
We are excited. K9 throwing on the hoodie. More to come. More to announce here soon. We will let you know as we speak. But
It's time for the next
it's time. Got a little video for us? We don't have video.
No,
there
it
he is right there. That's going to go to black and white here soon. Like I told Ike. That's not working. Ladies and gentlemen, is Ike ready? I hear the laugh. I hear that laugh right there.
I'm ready.
There he is.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Philly legend.
What's up, Dave?
How you doing, Ike?
I got that.
I'm good, man. Listen. Before we even get started, of all the highlights to show, you guys show a missed tackle. You guys show a missed tackle that I made right there.
Hey, sideline's an extra defender.
That's all we could find. We looked. We scoured.
It's over 400 tackles available for me at Michigan State. That's the only one you could find.
I was lobbying for an Eagles tackle, but I was overruled.
We got a low budget show over here, man. That's all we got. Come on, man. What the hell? Man, how you doing?
What's up, bro?
You doing
I'm
all
good,
right?
B. How you doing, babe? How you doing, Justin?
Great to have you, Ike.
What a pleasure. Hey, Justin's got his Eagles jersey on.
Yep.
He's a huge
see
Eagles
it.
fan.
It's that
see it.
1990s midnight green.
He loves that midnight green. He's excited. How you doing? How's the family? How's life? How's radio and Philio? Tell us a little about your life and what's going on.
Oh man, I mean, listen, everything is it's good. I feel very fortunate. I'm going into my 15th year of sports talk radio out here in Philadelphia, the #1 sports market. with the best fans in the entire country, the entire world. So I'm blessed,
right.
man. I'm blessed.
Ruthless
The Eagles.
fans. Ruthless.
Very peaceful, Brian. I don't know what you've heard.
No, hey Justin, it's okay. We listen. We wear that with a badge of honor. Yeah, we're a little
Yes, sir.
ruthless. So yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
gotta pick and choose when you want to challenge Philadelphia sports fans. Just understand this: proceed with caution when
That's
you
right.
challenge a Philadelphia sports fan.
That's right.
So, like, when your show starts talking about hockey and baseball, what do you do?
Hey, I get all my Phillies coverage from Ike and Jack Fritz and those guys.
Well, no, but Brian's trying to. What Brian is implying that I may not know baseball and I may not know hockey. That's
I
what
know.
he's implying. So, hey, so I do it. I got it two ways. First of all, I'm from a Cincinnati. I'm from a baseball town in Cincinnati. Cincinnati Reds, first ever Major League Baseball team. That's a baseball town first and foremost. So I know my baseball. Believe me, I know my baseball. And let's be honest. Baseball ain't that complicated to understand, quite frankly. It just really ain't that complicated to understand.
Yeah.
Now hockey, listen. You got to pick and choose your battles. So I'm never going to be a hockey expert, but I want to be able to be in the conversation and be able to talk about the sport with knowledge. So the first thing I had to learn was learn how to pronounce all the players' names on the Flyers team. That's the first thing I had to do. Forget about knowing the rules and strategy and all that stuff. I just needed to know the players' names. I just need to know the players' names. That's it.
But Ike, the WIP callers don't even know them.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah. Hey, and Justin to tell you, the worst thing you can do, Brian, is act as if you know the sport and you really don't know the sport, because the Philadelphia sports fans will call you out on that. So, yeah. Once I said, teach me the sport of hockey, I was accepted. It's all good. It's all good.
I got one question. Why are you calling me Brian?
Moose, man, listen, you know.
There it is. But there it is. I mean, Brian. Since when do you call me Brian? You know, what are you doing?
Right?
We're in the locker room. We're not on
I was trying to be
TV.
professional here with everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be professional with everything.
Yeah.
He's right. Listen,
Yeah.
I knew him when he was Big Moose, when he was a big dog. You know what I'm saying? When we used to have to go against each other in practice every day. You know what I'm saying? So I remember those days that's probably when he was about. Would you probably weigh about 60 pounds more back then, B?
No, 98. Come on, give me credit.
You wore 98 pounds?
I was
more?
296. Today I was 198. Yeah.
That's because you keep eating those salads every time we go get food.
Just my girlish figure. You know how that goes.
You look good, brother. You looking good. Listen, you're the only person that's getting younger. Everybody else is getting older and bigger. You're looking younger.
I mean, it's water, it's Botox, it's a lot of things, man. It's just part of the game, you know. Hey, obviously I love you like a brother, and playing with you, family, always be family.
Yes, sir.
From
Always.
a distance, tell us the job that you're seeing Mel Tucker doing with the program.
Well, I'm excited. And I got to say, I am pleasantly surprised at how Mel has been able to come in and really, get acclimated. Mel has been away from the program. He was there my senior year, so Mel was there with me my senior year. He was the GA my last year here. So, and I know he's gone on and done a lot of good things and a lot of great programs. Been a part of some national championships. He's been at the NFL level, and for him to come back and leave Colorado after 1 year and get acclimated into our culture, as quickly as he's been able to do. I just think it's a testament to, who he is as a person, the authenticity that he sort of presents and absorbs when you listen to him talk. We as former Spartans, we can be skeptical about who's going to take over our program, and we want somebody that it's going to mean as much to them as it means to us. And Mel has understood that. He's displayed that. And, like I said, his track record from a college coach to a coordinator to a scout to all those things, developing players, all those things speaks for itself. His resume speaks for itself. But the thing that I've been more impressed with is how he's been able to absorb this culture that Mark D'Antonio really sort of took to the next level, and it sort of fell off. But Mel has been able to pick right up and really get it right back on the track that it was, I would say, 2015, 2016, the years sort of escaped me. But Mel has been able to do that with relative quickness, and I think that just speaks to who he is as a man, as a coach, as a teacher, as a mentor. And I'm actually enjoying getting to learn more about him as the person, so I get a chance to, follow Coach and all his social media endeavors. He's one of the most visible guys on the social media outlet, and I love that. And I love the fact that he's been able to adjust to this climate of college football, and it's resonating with a lot of these high school kids and their parents, more importantly. What I'm seeing is these parents, they trust their children, their young men, with Mel Tucker and his coaching staff. They trust what Mel Tucker is building, what his philosophy is as a teacher, as a coach, as a mentor, as an advisor, all those things. And I say all those things without saying anything about on the field football.
Right.
Sure.
Because that stuff is going to come as long as you bring in the right people. And that's what I've been pleasantly surprised with, that Mel's been able to do that on this level against some of the powerhouses, not only in this conference, but in this nation. When you're talking about brand, when you're talking about programs, when you're talking about establishing yourself as one of the power 10 to 20 schools in the nation. The green and white is right there. The green and white is right there. And Mel Tucker is he's leading the charge for us with a lot of people. And let me say this, and with a lot of help from people like yourself, Moose. With
it's Brian.
Alan, Brian. Yes, Alan Howard.
Call me Brian, please.
I think you and Alan may have crossed over and played maybe a couple years together.
I ain't that old. Hold on. I ain't that old, dog. Come on now. Alan's older than me.
But a lot of good people there supporting him. And, Coach Izzo, who I call the King Spartan. He's the King Spartan. Coach Izzo. So it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And I have to admit, I was a little concerned after Coach D. When Coach D resigned, I was a little concerned as to where we were going and who was going to lead the charge. And man, when this is my favorite shirt to wear right here of us, man. This is what this thing is all about right here. It's family, bro. It's a strong bond, and it's great to have Mel Tucker a part of the program and leading the program, man, into the future. I'm excited. I really am.
So in that regard, speaking of family, one of the things that we've seen, or I've seen from afar, I would say, is Mel has really embraced the alums, the Spartan Dogs. Last year we saw Spartan Dog Con, where frankly he had hundreds of players, many that he never coached or knew, just in his house, hanging out with him like he's known him for years. I've never seen coaches at other programs do anything like that. And just he's gone out all over the country, met with former Spartans, gotten to know them personally. What has that angle meant to you as a former Spartan player to know that there's a coach here that is actively trying to reach out to alums?
Oh, it means everything. It means everything. I don't care how far away you may get from the program after you graduated, after you've gone on, and you started your own families or what have you. Those of us that bleed this thing, that bleed green, we always gravitate back to the program. So for us as alumni, it's going to always mean the world to us that we feel like we're still a part of the program. And I know, a lot of guys, as you get older, right? So as you get further and further away from the program, you almost feel like, okay, well, we're 3 or 4 coaches removed from the program. These coaches may not know us. But the one thing I'll give credit to, Coach Tucker and Coach D, is that I thought they've done a great job of making sure the past is connected with the present, and we're all trying to be a part of the future. So I know from a lot of the guys that I remain in contact with, we've always felt like we're a part of the program. It's gotten better. There's always things you can improve upon. There's always things you can do differently as this thing grows and everybody wants to remain a part of it. It becomes a little bit more difficult. But I love that the effort that the coaching staff, and starting with the head coach, has always put forth to make sure that the old heads feel like it's always home to us. And I don't get to come back as often. You brought up Spartan Dog Con. I missed it last year. My schedule won't allow me to make it this year, but I promise you, I can't wait until I get a chance to be a part of that. I've been a part of some other alumni things. My schedule with football and everything out here, it's almost busy like the college season. So when the college football season starts, my schedule picks up. So it's hard for me to get back during the season. But there isn't a game out here at Rutgers or Maryland that I miss every year when they come out here. I make sure me and my family is out there to see them. So I know I've always felt the love, and I know I can speak for a lot of my former teammates and guys that have come before me and after me. We feel that love too. And there's a lot of people that are a part of that, man. Curtis Daniels, Jay Green, there's just so many people that's a part of just bringing us all together, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we love Freddie. We love Jay.
We do.
So one of the other things that you've probably noticed recently is with the official visits, the photo shoots, the goats on the field, the sports cars on the field, just the program
the
energy.
Airplanes. I don't know if you saw last week. We landed a 737 on the 50. Not sure if you saw
for that. But so just the overall energy. How does that feel? Just watching the transformation of the program.
Well, it feels like I was born 30 years too early. I mean, that's what it feels like. Hey, listen. Hey, Coach Perlis got me to commit with cheese soup and a steak dinner and a baked potato. That's all I needed.
Hey, that soup. The soup was unbelievable. The soup got us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all I needed, man. So yeah, these the kids today, man. No, I'm excited. I'm happy to see it. College football is big business, and I'm happy to see how we've been able to make the adjustment and be a part of the new wave and the new generation of college athletics. Because it's not going backwards. It's only moving forward. And so, we have the right coaches and the right infrastructure in place to embrace that. And, I mean, come on, man. Coach Tucker might be the coolest coach in all America, man. I mean,
the swag.
Seriously. I mean, listen, his swag level is so high right now, man. It puts me to shame. I can't even mess with him, man. I can't even mess with him, man.
Oh, no, you're too.
Level is on 100.
You're too big time for us now. The way you're talking, you're a TV personality. I forgot the old Ike. I mean, right now you're very prim and proper and polished, and I totally appreciate that. I get it, but I knew you back in the day, so
yes, sir.
this bullshit
yes,
you're bringing right now, we ain't But I got
B.
you though.
Hey,
All right, Ike, we
hey,
need
hold on,
a
hey, Moose. Moose remembers Raw Dog, Martin Dog. That's who Moose remembers. He remember that guy.
Ike, we need a Brian story. Give us a Brian story from back in the day.
Oh hell! I'm gonna tell you, so I can keep both of us from getting in trouble, B. So listen, I just remember, hey B, you remember Moose? You remember we used to go over to I think it was my first year, my first 2 years, because GP was there my first 2 years. So we used to go over to Matt Christensen's and Rob Frederickson's house on Mondays. We used to call them Matt Mondays.
The keg.
Yes. Hey, listen. Now you gotta listen. I grew up drinking OEs in St. Ives. That shit ain't no good in college, right? So I had to learn how to drink light beer. So I didn't know anything about Miller Lite, all that type of light beer, all of that, until I met up with Moose, Christensen, all these guys, Jim Heffler, all these guys, man. Listen, they taught me how to drink without having a hangover the next day, man. It was the best thing in my life back then.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any memory of that. I have no clue. Tell us your favorite JP story, please. What's your, God rest his soul.
Listen.
I loved, what he meant to us. Tell us your favorite GP story, then your favorite Saban story, please.
Okay, hold on. So I can curse since I already heard you curse already once. So here's my favorite GP story. There's so many of them, but here's the one that always resonates with me. I don't even know if Brian remembers this.
Who's Brian?
I was homesick. My freshman year. So I actually wanted to transfer. I wanted to leave.
I remember.
Yeah.
I do remember. Yes.
Yes. So I wanted to leave. I had basically done packed up everything in my room. I done told everybody I was ready to go. So Kip Waddell, who was my recruiter, was trying to talk me out of it. So I think his goal was, okay, if I put him in front of George, then maybe he won't be not talking about me. Maybe I'll back down and I won't say I want to leave because I'll be a little intimidated.
Right.
But I was so homesick. He saw Coach Perlis and he was like, "Coach, I got something I want to tell you." so Coach was like, and I'll never forget this. He was on his way into a defensive staff meeting. He was like, "But God damn it, what is it?" I said, Coach, I think I want to transfer. I think I want to leave. He said, what the fuck you want me to do about it, then? Go the fuck home. I said, oh, hell no. So, listen, my feelings.
I gotta go.
Listen, my feelings were so hurt. My feelings was hurt. The part of me was like, okay, he said I can go. Well, that means I can leave. That means I can leave.
I gotta go.
So, listen, I went home. I was home for about a week and a half, and then I was back at Michigan State. So hold on. I played my freshman year. I'm not even finished. I played my red shirt freshman year, and I was pretty good that year. And Coach Perlis, in one of the team meetings, he was upset about some of the other players, and I guess it wasn't a good year for us in '94. And so he was getting on some of the veteran players. And I'm not going to call out any players he was getting on, but he was getting on some of the veteran players. So then he got to me. Listen, AB. He got to me. He said, look at Ike. Last year, he wanted to go home. This year, we couldn't get his ass out of here with a bazooka. That's the type of kid I wanted there.
That's awesome.
So he was right. Once I got acclimated, I never wanted to leave, man. So yeah, that's my. There's so many of those George Perlis stories, but that's the one that always sticks out to me. my freshman year, man, is that
Yeah.
that Coach Perlis gave us that tough love, D. Moose, he gave us that tough love. man. Tough
taught us everything. But Saban, Nick adored you. Tell us about Nick and what's your greatest Nick story?
Oh man, Nick Saban is the greatest coach I've ever been around, man. Other than Andy Reid and Jim Johnson, right? Those are my
Yes.
three coaches. Andy Reid, Jim Johnson, Nick Saban. Those are the three best coaches I ever been around. No offense to John Harbaugh, who I've known since I was 17 and love to death. But Nick Saban, man, Nick Saban was one of those guys that he could actually give you a compliment. You don't even give you a compliment. He rarely smiled about anything. So like you didn't know if you did well in the game or not. I can remember having 17 tackles in the game and got yelled at the entire meeting. I got yelled at the entire meeting because we got blown out. We got blew out by Nebraska.
If I could put a dumpster, I'll put a dumpster there, and the dumpster will make the tackle. All right? Just got to put it there. Not you, Ike. I remember that.
Man, hey, Coach Saban, I'm going to tell you what it was. It's because Coach Saban never wanted you to relax, right? He always wanted you striving to be better. And the funny thing about Coach, right, Coach Saban, and Moose, you remember some of these, he would tell a joke.
It's Brian,
like,
that
he would tell a joke that wasn't funny. But he thought it was hilarious, though. Like, he would think it was hilarious. And the first couple of times I didn't laugh at the joke, I was like, man, should I laugh at that joke, man? So it was like the third time. It was like the third time he hit me with one of these jokes and stretching, and I was just laughing, like, you know what? That's funny, Coach. That's funny, man. That's funny. But it was, and guess what? They were all recycled Jerry Glanville jokes, man. They were all recycled Jerry Glanville jokes.
You know, I got one last question for you, and I'm gonna let you go. And you're gonna. I just need to know the.
What happened?
I need to know the answer. Muhsin, we got to get Muhsin on the show. Georgia's last year, Muhsin got arrested. He had a gun in his glove compartment, and they said it was for squirrel hunting. I know you were close to Muhsin. I just want to confirm. Was it for squirrels? That's all I want to know. Listen, very successful, great kids, got a private equity firm, got to get them on the show. But was the gun for squirrel hunting? Can you confirm?
I can neither confirm nor deny it was for here's what I'll tell you. Moose. How many brothers are squirrel hunting in Lansing, man? Come on, man.
That's a story. We're sticking to it, right? Nick comes in.
Stick to that story, yeah.
If Nick comes in and kicks him off the team, God knows what happens.
How about that?
Yeah.
They want to rip Nick for giving somebody a second chance. 13 years, 14 years in the league, great career, private equity firm, very successful young family. Like, this is the part that people don't understand.
No. Well, Moose, he did it with me, too. He did it with me.
Yeah.
So, I got into a little trouble at school. You know how we used to fight at the parties or whatever.
You? Come on. No. I don't.
So, yeah.
I don't remember Flozell. I don't remember Flozell hitting you. No. I don't. Not at all.
No. Hey, Moose. we were all too smart to mess with Flozell. Nobody was that stupid. Flozell was my bodyguard. Yeah, nobody was that stupid. Nobody was that stupid.
Ain't nobody, but the like people don't understand that the second chances in life, right? That people give, and how lucky we're also fortunate because we're kids, we're dumb, we made a lot of dumb mistakes, and yet look at somebody like Muhsin who has flourished, right? Obviously, you have done very well.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
It's a beautiful thing, and I think, you know, like this is the culture at MSU. This is something Mel embraces as well, and I remember going to the Maryland game, seeing you there, and Coach D and Coach Manny, everybody coming, jumping, hugging you, loving you, and you're always going to be a Spartan dog, brother.
I got
Always,
one question,
brother.
one Philly question.
Yes,
you know
sir.
I got to. Eagles.
I was waiting until we did some Eagles stuff. Come on, Justin. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. What's the win total? 11?
Oh, I got
12?
us at 12-5 this year, baby.
Love to hear it.
12-5.
Love to hear it. The second that
12-5.
AJ Brown trade went through, I put in Eagles to win the NFC East. I was hoping to talk some Phillies, man, but Nick Castellanos needs to start hitting the ball, so we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, thank you.
My cousin's the head coach of the Jets. They're coming. They're 2 years away.
Oh, you know what?
Get ready. Get ready. Got one more
I got
year.
I got no beef with the Jets. The Jets aren't in the NFC East, so I got no problem with the Jets.
But they're close enough, so we got beef with you. We're coming. All right. Hey, Ike, I love you, brother.
Hold on. No, Moose. You worry about week 1. We'll be out there to take care of the Detroit Lions. Tell him, Justin. We'll be
Yes,
out there to
sir.
take care of
Yes,
them.
sir.
Yes,
I was
take
there.
care.
I was there for the thrashing last year. Only going to be worse this year.
Ike, I love you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen,
brother.
Ike
Thank you.
Reese,
Yep, thank you, brother.
MSU legend, MSU All-American, and former Spartan dog, always a Spartan dog.
And Philadelphia legend.
Philadelphia legend, and Ike, thank you for joining us. I love you, man. Can't wait to see you. Hope I see you this fall. You coming in for the game this fall?
Yes, sir. I'll be out there, brother.
All right, brother.
Thank you, Ike.
We'll
Appreciate
see you then, Ike.
All right, Moose. All right, Justin. I'll take it easy, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. You too.
Take care, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ike Reese, one of, God, I
So
tell you,
fun.
what a great teammate.
Yeah.
What a great teammate. Loved playing with him. The
Yeah.
stories. See, this is the part, like the camaraderie you can't teach or
Right.
build, you know, that just Ike and the boys and just you know,
Yeah.
great to have on board and great to, I can laugh all day with him.
Yeah.
All day. The stories, we can go on and on and on, and I think that's what keeps us young. That's
Right.
what like keeps us part of engaged in the program. So,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Spartan Dogs for Life. Thank you for joining us. I am your co-host, Brian Mosalem, along with my co-host, Justin Thin. Thank you. Good night. God bless, and go green.
We're just getting started here.